Hey Sagittarius, this is Persephone and this is another video for the Hermit Tarot. Excuse me. This is another video for the Hermit Tarot. Just a quick heads up. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you enjoy this. Remember, this is a free general reading. If this resonates with you, please feel more than free to go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let me know if you would like a different style of tarot readings. I've been doing a lot of general monthly readings for you guys. I don't want to overwhelm you or bombard you. Especially if, I don't have anything that would be helpful to say. But I see a lot of you have been interested in like pick a card for the day or like daily readings. So tell me if that's something that you would be really interested in. Sagittarius, we're going to break this reading down. We're going to go ahead and do a 3-card pull from the general deck. And that's going to let me know your past, present, and future. It's going to probably let me know a little bit more about your financial career, success, stability, wealth, your friendships, and so forth. And then we will go ahead and break down the other reading to your romantic relationships, meaning for singles, and for those who are dating and married, okay? So Sagittarius, let's go with your reading. Let me zoom out up here. There we go. Okay, Sag. So for the month of June, I'm gonna go ahead and pull 3 cards out. For the month of June. For the month of June, what does it look like for Sagittarius? For the month of June, what does it look for Sagittarius? The 9 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the 5 of Wands. Sagittarius, you're coming from a moment where you were having issues within the home. Now this is going to be for a separate group. Sagittarius, I see that right now you're feeling a little hurt because you've actually been able to stumble onto information that's causing a rift between you and your family members, or you and your friends. It could have been that someone was not being as honest as you thought they were. They weren't being as caring as you thought they were. Another thing could be that work related. You thought that you actually had all the information, and then you found that somebody went to the boss and told them something very separate from what they told you that made you look bad. It made you look incompetent. It made you look like you didn't have a handle of things, right? And now the boss is looking at you crazy like, well, what the hell were you doing? You're like, well, I thought we were good. I thought we were good. Sag, that's a different group. Another thing that I could be seeing is that Sag, right now you're going through a moment where you're checking yourself, meaning that you're holding on to your tradition. You're holding on to what you believe in. Now, what this means is that you can basically be holding on to what you thought was true and real. There's a lot of people that might be telling you very different, Sag. I have the good-looking woman here. I have stability, investment, and inheritance. Sag, some of you might be dealing with someone who's passed, and now you guys are fighting over the will. Now you guys are fighting over who gets what, the assets. Now, or maybe right now, you're actually looking to separate some investments and the family's fighting over them. Yeah. So a different group of you are mourning the death of a loved one. And now they're fighting over the inheritance. They're fighting over who gets what. There's a fight with people wanting to argue about who was more important to this person. But the person who's passed just wants you to just be happy. Just be happy. Do the right thing. Live your life to the fullest, because you don't know when the end is near. Okay? Another thing that I'm getting for you, Sag, is that you might be arguing with your parents. And don't think just because you're an adult that you're too old to fight with your parents. Mom is always right. So that's the reading I'm getting for that. Sag, let's go to your love life now. I know a lot of you are interested in your love life, and that actually is my favorite part of the readings. Single Sagittarius. Single Sagittarius, people, for the month of June. Single Sag for the month of June. What do you have coming up for you? The Page of Cups. The High Priestess. And the Wheel. Now, keep in mind, this deck actually, I'm going to zoom it in so you can see how pretty these cards are. There we go. Okay. Sag, when we talk about the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Wheel, some of you could be dealing with a water sign, obviously, which is a Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. The Page of Cups talks about jealousy. Doubts are sinking in along the distance. You must find a way to communicate and meet in spite of differences and distance. The High Priestess. You got the High Priestess again in the middle as well. That's weird. When we talk about the High Priestess, the High Priestess talks about waiting. Everything is already written in a book of destiny. The magic and procedure of requiring knowledge and patience while waiting the change to happen within you. And the Wheel. The Wheel again talks about change, the seduction of the mirror. Destiny is to be seized, and old desires and feelings are undergoing transformation. By observing this, you will understand how to change your strategy. Single Sages, you know exactly what that means. You've been in a rut. You've been researching. You've been studying. That means a lot of you have been dieting. A lot of you have been taking courses on how to communicate with others, how to dress properly, how to speak properly, how to flirt. And it's okay, because the funny thing about Sag is that Sages are usually social butterflies, right? Sagittarius people tend to be like very, I don't want to say hippie. They're not hippie, but they tend to be more like kind of go with the flow. I'm everybody's friend. I'm not into drama. You know, they're very flirtatious, but not flirtatious in a gross way. Flirtatious in a very, like they leave you second guessing, like, does this person like me, or does this person just, they want to be nice to me? A lot of you Sages are perfecting your craft. And when I say that, I'm saying it as, if people doubted you before, they got another thing coming right now, because you are looking beautiful, Sag. Single Sages, right now, you have a whole transformation happening. And it is actually starting within. Because again, we took this time where we were on lockdown to reevaluate, to rediscover, and to really make an emphasis on what do we need to cut off and what do we need to keep. And Sag, I really see that you've been looking very good right now, especially in the summer. I see that you're gonna have a lot of people after you. If people thought that you were sexy before, they have no fucking idea what's about to happen. They have no idea when you step up in the scene, regardless if there's a, because you know, usually Saggies and Leos tend to like kind of compete for the spotlight. But they got another thing coming, Sag. I really see that you, and a lot of you actually were really sad because you guys, not because you don't enjoy being single, but because Sag is usually a sign that likes to socialize. Sages are not about sex. They're more about intellectual and emotional flirting, right? Because Sagittarius people can flirt all night long and they will feel so fulfilled. Unlike Scorpios. Scorpios, in order for you to feel connected, Scorpios usually tend to need that physical intimacy in order to feel connected. Sag usually needs to feel like that emotional and that intellectual fire. You know, they need to feel like that heat, but not necessarily physical, more like they need to feel it. They need to feel it within a public setting, right? So Sag, I really see that you're gonna be looking so fucking good. I mean, I'm sorry for my language, but you're going to be coming out of your rut, coming out of this 10 times better, and there are going to be a lot of people fighting for your attention. A lot of people want, can I get a minute? Can I get your number? No, you are, and then the funny thing is, Sag, is that you really don't ever turn down anyone. You just always say, yeah, sure. Like, you know, I'm open for friends. So I see you really flirting a lot this summer, especially in the month of June, Sag. Just be careful to not get into a rut because, again, I see that you're coming out of your slumber and you're coming with a vengeance, almost like you're being vindictive, like, oh, you thought I was great back then, or you were sleeping on me back then, or you thought I was whack back then. But that is not the case. I'm coming bigger and better than before. And I don't know if I mentioned this, Sag. Yeah, you might be dealing with a water sign, which is going to be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I see a little bit of air, which is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, but that's for like a small group of you. Sag. This is going to be a reading for the people that are dating, in between, and married. Sagittarius, people that are dating, married, or in between. The Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and Death. We're going to go over what the cards mean. We're going to talk about your desires, fear, and outcome, best advice, and what you're actually focused on. Okay. The Nine of Wands represents caressing. When a situation is suspended or blocked by doubt, you have to hurry to resolve it because it cannot go on forever. The Seven of Pentacles talks about an overindulgence, right? The Seven of Pentacles talks about tiredness, a love that cannot remain pure and precious over time unless you learn to give energy. And death. The Death card talks about the abandonment. Temporary abstinence from sex reinforces your desire. A relationship undergoing a transformation. Even things that end you must accept it peacefully. What does this mean? Sag, a lot of you are coming out of a breakup. A lot of you have been thinking about a breakup. A lot of you have been threatening to break up with your partner. Why? Because a lot of you have been tired of the bullshit, tired of the lying, tired of being locked down, tired of jealousy, of allegations, tired of you. It's just someone got lazy. Whether it's you or them, that's up to you. It could also be a cross-watcher energy that I'm picking up. But Sag, it seems like the relationship that you're in right now, unfortunately, I see it coming to an end. But because you guys are no longer putting effort into this relationship, I see that some of you have been dealing with someone for a very long time too. But this has been coming for a while. Meaning that this breakup, this divorce, this end, this finale has been in the works for a very long time. And of course you guys are going to be sad, and of course someone's going to hesitate, they're going to push and pull. But unfortunately, you're tired, Sag. You want a new beginning. You want something to finally feel hot and heavy like you used to feel. Now, another thing I could be getting from a separate group is that you're tired of the crap that's been going on between you and your partner, and you guys are not addressing it. Now, what that can mean that you guys are having financial problems, you guys are having issues with someone being unfaithful. I don't see a lot of that, but it's more of like you're accusing me. You're accusing me of being unfaithful. You're accusing me of talking to other people. You're accusing me of having a wandering eye. And that's not the case, because remember what I talked about with Sag. In general, and this is for cross watchers, in general, when you're dealing with a person, whether it's a male or female, and they're a Sagittarius people tend to be very, very big social butterflies. Not all of them are flirts in the sense that they do it so aggressively and disrespectfully and creepy. No, that is not how a Sag flirts. A Sag is all about having that validation. Like, they love to make people laugh. They love to make people feel comfortable. They just love people to feel safe when they are around, and like, parties here, you know, that's how they love to feel. And they like other people to feel that way. But right now, the relationship that you guys are in, it's like there's no laughter, because you feel like this person has been giving their time and investment to other people around them, but they're not taking care of home. You too busy hanging out, doing your thing, and I see this with like a certain group. You're just tired, and you've been threatening this person to break up with them. But Sagittarius, remember, if this is something that you want to fight for, unfortunately, you're going to have to put all your cards on the table. Literally, you're going to have to put all your cards on the table and tell them, this is what I want, this is what I need, but you can no longer keep accusing me of cheating. You can no longer keep accusing me of doing things that I'm not doing. Okay, Sagittarius, so this is going to conclude the reading. I hope you have a very safe month of June. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and let me know if you want to participate in the contest where you win a free personal reading. And have a very blessed and safe month of June.